Yo, it's Mr. Infamous Sean Shaw, and I am back with a story. Last who said 1,000 mile journey begins with one single step. Well, Joe Abercrombie says this: our enemies can be forgiven, but not before they are hanged. Oh my god, I didn't think I'd be doing a sequel to this, but wow, The Blade itself was definitely a 4-star book. It was pretty good, it was pretty decent, good readable book, very good readable book, but holy shit. Before they were hanged is actually bigger, better, funnier, much funnier. Oh my god, some of the moments in there are so hilarious. I'm gonna try not to spoil it, but Jesus Christ, I don't know how not to spoil it. It's like, oh my god, Joe Abercrombie killed it in this one. It's like, wow, it was so good. I bought The Last Argument of Kings, and I'm reading it right now. But before they were hanged, let's take it back. Now, the last book, everyone was going on a big grand old adventure, and it's going to be just like the end of that book felt like the setup for the end of Lord of the Rings, the first or the beginning of Lord of the Rings, where it's like we're going to be a grand adventure, it's going to be fun, and then everything goes to shit, which I mean shite, holy shite, it all goes to shite so badly. It's like, oh my god, everyone's trip goes to shite. We have about like three main stories going on, which is the Merry Band of Logan Ninefingers, Farah, Luthar, Giselle Luthar. I don't know why I keep thinking of Dalinar, because like I don't know why Way of Kings keep popping up when I read this book, and it's like this sounds like what Way of Kings should have been. Good, but like Dalinar, I mean not Dalinar, Giselle Luthar, uh, Brother Longfoot, Jesus Christ, what an irritating character. Quai and Baez, the first of the Magi. Baez is a liar. Baez is a goddamn liar. Naughty, naughty Baez. I'm sorry, but I hate to sound like a spoiler, but Baez is a liar. And it's just like, you know something's up with Baez, but Baez doesn't tell you the whole truth. One thing that's really like, it's not really negative, but I would say this is not like, it wouldn't put the book on like the highest of pedals. Like, it's damn sure in like top ranking for great books, but like, something that separated from Game of Thrones, yeah, it's easy to compare that, is that there's a lot more mysticism going on and a lot more story threads going on. With this, it's pretty straightforward, which I like about that. But at the same time, it's like there's a little bit of like mystique missing out of it. But that doesn't matter because he makes up for it with the good ass dialogue, the great character moments, the battles, baby. Oh my god, the battles, baby. You know what? Going into this book, I didn't expect it. Logan Ninefingers is not my favorite character to come out. Giselle was not my favorite character. In fact, none of those people in the Merry Band going to the edge of the world were my favorite characters. Glockter in the South, he wasn't my favorite character. It was the West. Actually, not the West. It was West and the Dog Man. West of the Dog Man, baby. That trip up north against Bethar was amazing. It's like, oh, moment after moment after moment. I couldn't wait to get back up north. Every time we left the north, I was like, what? Oh my God, this north is amazing. I love being up here. It's fighting, baby. You get to know who the Dog Man is. You're like, you know what? I gotta be real. I thought the Dog Man was gay at first. I just thought he was gay. He just seemed pretty gay. The way he felt about Farley, it like makes sense. He seemed pretty gay. But apparently Dogman is not gay. And Dogman really, really steps it up. I gotta give it to the Dogman. It's like Dogman had to step it up. But also who steps it up is Wes. Wes, oh my god. Woo! They call him Furious, baby. Furious Wes. Colonel Furious Wes, baby. That's my guy. I don't know why, but his story was great. Minor spoiler, but there's a segment in the book where this woman is talking to him because relations happen and not with him. He was jealous of the fact that she had relations with another character. She's fucked the dog man. Let's just be real. She's with the dog man instead of him. Circumstances be, but Cathill, she gave Wes a very honest point of view. She said, I like you, Wes. It's just that you're too angry for me. And it's like, Wes was a very angry man. I loved that. I mean, I just love the fact that it's like, that's a bad thing for the character, but I like how it's like, when you really think about it, it's like, yeah, he's an angry motherfucker. He's a very angry person. He has violence raging all through his body. And it's like, dude, you really need to chill the fuck out. But I actually like Wes. Wes became one of my favorite characters just because he began to put himself, He put his how do I put this? He embraced that savage nature in him. That's why he got the nickname Furious. He didn't like out there in the cold. He couldn't be Mr. Civilized, Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Phony like he is in the Union. Wes had to get real raw and greasy out there. Wes had to get dirty to survive. Wes was like, I gotta survive, and it's like anything I can. It was like, whoo! I gotta be honest. I listened to that Furious chapter like 3 times, like from beginning to middle to end. You cold boy? Hey, I'm fine. Oh, shit on that. I'm not having fun to code on me. You get us both killed. Smack! Oh my god, the way Black Girl smack that. Oh, use it. Smack. Use it to shores. Then the fight breaks out. I gotta give it to him. And that wasn't even Hold the Line chapter. Hold the Line is the craziest chapter I've read in the book in a long time. It was very close to that's what really made me give the book Game of Thrones level, because it was like between Furious, every fucking chapter in the North was crazy to me. But like the battle, like the battles against Bethar were crazy. I was like, oh my god, I just really love those whole element, and like I could just stick with the Dog Man and like the merry band of these guys, and like West, I could just stick with those guys. Those guys are great. But we also have Glockter in the South. Glockter's job was to hold their city. Glockter, what Glockter's doing, Glockter as always. He's having a bit of fun, in my opinion. But and also Glockter shows a bit of heart. A broken man with a bit of heart. But he had my first laugh of the book when he was like, this woman asked him, like, I thought that getting tortured would, and all your pain would give you empathy. And I bust out laughing. Empathy. It's like, he been hurt too much to have empathy. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, Glockter. Yeah, it reminded me of that scene. Empathy is just today. Today, you wasted my motherfucking time. Don't waste my motherfucking time. Heat, baby. Oh, that Al Pacino Heat. Oh, man, I gotta watch that movie again. But Glockter's in the South, and like Glockter has to hold the city with the Inquisitors. I like the Inquisitors, and I like the practicals. I like that world building element. I also like from the magic element. I like the Eaters. I actually really like the main thing I like about Baez's story and the Edge of the World is how we learn who he really was, what he really did, and we learned that he's not this Gandalf-like character. Like Gandalf is very good. I actually love Gandalf. I've not really read Lord of the Rings. I don't even really. I can barely get. I've seen the movies. I've tried several times, and I keep watching movies. Like something about it, it's like something that's in me that's like I'm not feeling it, but I want to love it. I want to love Lord of the Rings. And I don't even know Lord of the Rings that well, but I know Gandalf, and I'm like, some Gandalf is my dude. Love me some Gandalf. I don't know why. I think it was because one time I was watching the Dirge of Smaug, and I saw Gandalf walking up this little walk across this bridge, and he had the staff. Then I know where Gandalf put out a sword. I was like, whoa, Gandalf got the heat. Gandalf ain't joking around. He's like, yo, you shall not pass. But this guy is supposed to be like Gandalf, but dark. It's very, very good. They call this grimdark. It's like I kind of get the grim, but not enough dark, if that makes sense. It's very grim, but not enough dark. The darkness is not there. It's like it's too a bit lighthearted, but it's that but the grimness is really carrying it forward. I like the fact that Logan and Pharaoh had moments together. I very much saw it from the beginning, and part of my brain was like, nah, it's not gonna happen, not gonna happen. Then the happenings happened. Just how? Oh, who knew a smack to the face could change your life? It was like very good. Joe Abercrombie, this story really feels like he has a lot to say. It's like Stephen King said, fiction is the truth through the truth that's hidden within the lies. This book really feels like a vehicle for him to just tell a bunch of philosophical things, and I'm not mad about that. I can see how some people would say, no, he's always spouting out these highbrow-minded things about life and stuff. It's like, I find it refreshing. Like, it's better to do a thing than to live with the fear of doing it. I like that. Like he says, it's like the books are filled with those type of gems. And usually, like I would find that a bit arrogant, but the way he delivers it is just so smooth. It's like he gives me a great story, great characters in a great setting, and their objectives are real, and their goals and motivations are clear. Even though they aren't painted out like I know exactly what they're doing, I have an idea of like, yo, these guys have a clear desire. These guys have a clear want. These guys have a clear need. And I'm saying Before They Were Hanged is a goddamn good sequel. Wow. Before They Were Hanged by Joe Abercrombie. I gotta give it to Joe Abercrombie. Like, the Blade itself was a decent read. It was like decent. The Blade itself was like, it's okay, it's nice. It was good. It was good. But before they were hanged, it was like, whoa, that's a sequel, baby. I gotta give it to. I'm willing to re-listen to it. Like I had to like the book was so good. I'm in the last argument of Kings, but I gotta be real. If I reread this entire, I'm gonna reread this entire book series for one main book. Before they were hanged, I gotta say, like I'm at the end of like this. Our enemies can be forgiven, but not before they are hanged. God damn it. Jerry Abercrombie, good job. He's motivated me. I've learned a lot from his writing. Hopefully to get back with you all with the last argument of Kings. But wow, Jerry Abercrombie's good. I gotta give it to him. He's very good. You guys have a good night. Remember, you're a champion, not a chump.